you've been following this channel, you know that recently I took a detailed tour of Elk Grove, and last week we explored Roseville. In those videos, I covered each city's neighborhoods, shopping, schools, restaurants, growth, and overall lifestyle. So today, I'm not going to repeat anything I've already discussed. Instead, I'm putting those two popular Sacramento area cities head to head and focusing on the differences that could actually determine which one is right for you. We're going to compare Elk Grove and Roseville in 5 important categories: city, lifestyle, schools, nightlife and entertainment, home prices, and population growth during the past 20 years. Most importantly, stay with me till the end because after comparing them side by side, I'll tell you which city I would personally choose and the specific reasons behind my decision. I'm Tasha with the TNT team of TNT VRE. And along with my partner Tony, we help people buy, sell, relocate throughout Sacramento and the surrounding communities. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we do simply more than just show beautiful homes. We help you understand what it is actually to live in these communities before you make such an important decision. Now, I have already taken you through Elk Grove and Roseville individually. Today, it's time to make them compete. And don't worry, there won't be any boxing gloves involved, or at least not yet. In my previous Elk Grove video, I showed you many of the city's neighborhoods and parks, shopping areas, and the newer developments. I also covered Roseville's major attractions and growing communities in last week's video. Rather than taking another complete tour, let's concentrate on the biggest lifestyle differences between them. Elk Grove feels primarily like a large, family-oriented suburban community that remains closely connected to Sacramento, while Roseville, on the other hand, feels more like its self-contained regional city where residents can work, shop, dine, and find entertainment without regularly traveling to Sacramento. The single distinction may already begin to influence your choice. I discussed individual school districts in greater detail in my previous city videos, so I'm not going to repeat the long list of campuses today. For this comparison, the more useful question is, which city generally provides the stronger and more consistent selection of highly regarded public schools? Elk Grove, primarily served by Elk Grove Unified School District. Because the district covers such a broad area and serves so many students, school performance and ratings can differ from one neighborhood to another. Well, Roseville schools are divided among several districts, including the Roseville City High School District and Roseville Joint Union High. Generally, Roseville has a broader concentration of schools that receive above average ratings, although the assigned school still depends on the exact property address. So don't assume that you're going to be assigned to one school just because it's down the street. Remember to always check your school boundaries. So that gives Roseville a slightly overall advantage for buyers who place school ratings near the top of their priority list. However, Elk Grove still has several excellent schools, very strong academic programs, well-regarded campuses. So again, depending on where you are in Elk Grove and what school district or what school falls in that particular address will depend on which school you're going to. As I mentioned in my individual city videos, never select a home based on the name of the city. Always verify school assignments to the exact address because school boundaries change, especially when there's new developments coming up. And schools may fall into different campuses. So always do your homework. We also explored restaurants and entertainment in the previous videos. So I'm not going to give you another long list of places to visit. Instead, I'm going to compare the type of evening experience each city has to offer. In Elk Grove, the nightlife is generally more relaxed and community-oriented. It revolves around restaurants, breweries, wine bars, Old Town, Elk Grove, Sky River Casino, and local events. Roseville provides a wider concentration of evening options. It's got the Galleria, the fountains, downtown Roseville, Old Town, and there's nearby Rockland and Thunder Valley Casino, which gives residents more opportunities for dinner, dining places, shopping, entertainment, live music, and drinks within the surrounding area. Elk Grove may have the stronger advantage when it comes to culturally diverse and family-owned restaurants, but Roseville has the advantage when it comes to having shopping, dining, and entertainment gathered together in the major destinations. Neither city is going to replace Midtown Sacramento for seeking like a major nightclub scene, but between these two choices, Roseville generally offers more of a variety after the sun goes down. I showed you examples of neighborhoods and housing styles in both of my previous videos. So today, instead of repeating those neighborhood tours, let's look at what buyers really want to know. Which city is likely to cost more, and where might you receive a better value? The overall median price in Elk Grove and Roseville can be surprisingly close. However, those citywide numbers can be misleading because prices vary very significantly by neighborhood. Also by the age of the home, the lot size, the school assignment, and whether the property is located in a newer development. Elk Grove proves slightly more house for the money in certain established neighborhoods. Newer Elk Grove communities, particularly around 95757, can be priced considerably higher than the citywide median, obviously because it's newer. Roseville also has a wide range of prices. Some established neighborhoods may be relatively close to Elk Grove's pricing, while parts of East Roseville, neighborhoods near Granite Bay and larger, more luxurious properties can cost substantially more. Obviously, the larger property is going to be a lot more money. Roseville generally offers a broader range of housing options. It includes established neighborhoods, newer construction, active adult communities, and higher-end homes. While Elk Grove may have the advantage for a buyer seeking value and shorter connection to Sacramento, Roseville may appeal to someone willing to pay a little bit more for access to Placer County amenities, shopping, the schools, and a wider variety of housing. Remember that sales price is only part of the calculation. As I've mentioned before, buyers should also examine property taxes, possible Mellorews, homeowners associations, what their dues are, insurance, and like the complete monthly payment, what that's going to entail. Both of my previous videos showed how much construction and development are taking place in these cities. But when we place the numbers side by side, one city has grown a tad bit faster in the past 20 years. Elk Grove experienced especially dramatic growth period during the 2000s, and it developed into one of the largest suburban cities in the Sacramento region. Roseville also expanded substantially, particularly through the development of West Roseville. Over the approximate 20-year period from 2005 to 2025, Roseville grew slightly more in total population by a larger percentage. Roseville added roughly 65,000 residents, while Elk Grove added approximately 63,500 residents. Percentage-wise, Roseville grew by approximately 64% compared with roughly 52% of Elk Grove. Therefore, although both cities expanded tremendously, Roseville was the larger percentage of growth during this particular 20-year comparison. Now that we've compared the differences and simply avoided repeating the two tours, it's time for me to make my choice. This is genuinely difficult because both Elk Grove and Roseville are offer a lot of attractive neighborhoods, newer housing, respected schools, lots of parks, restaurants, shopping, and a strong suburban quality of life. Roseville has its advantages that should not be overlooked. It's more self-contained. It has highly regarded schools and a ton of variety of shopping and dining choices. And it's close to Lake Tahoe and Reno. But based on my personal priorities, I would choose Elk Grove. I personally love the feel of Elk Grove. It's got small town vibes with roughly 180,000 residents, and it's still close enough to Sacramento for nightlife, if that's what you desire. Wilton is close enough by if you want more of a country feel. Galt and Lodi are relatively close as well if you want to visit wineries. Someone working downtown Sacramento, South Sacramento, or along the 99 corridor may find Elk Grove more convenient. Depending on the neighborhood, the buyer may also be able to receive more home for your money. However, this is just my personal choice. It's not a declaration that Elk Grove is automatically better for everyone. The person who commutes to Sacramento, values cultural diversity, enjoys Elk Grove's restaurant scene, and finds the right home at the right price may reasonably choose Elk Grove. The person who prioritizes shopping, schools, entertainment, Placer County employment, and access to the foothills may lean more towards Roseville. That's why the important question is not which city is better. The real question is which city supports the way you live. What's important to your family? Are schools important to your family? Is being close to downtown important to your family? That's the real question here. Now that you've seen my individual videos on both cities and heard my side-by-side comparison, I'd love to hear your choice. What do you think? Who would you choose? Would you choose Elk Grove? Would you choose Roseville? And what's the number one reason for your decision? I'd love to hear about it in the comments, so please leave us a comment. Now, if you've already watched my complete Elk Grove and Roseville videos, make sure you watch those for a deeper look at each city. If you're considering buying or selling or relocating anywhere in Elk Grove, Roseville, Sacramento, or anywhere in the surrounding regions, Tony and I would be happy to help you compare the neighborhoods and find a community that fits your lifestyle. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and scan that QR code for a free buyer's guide. And we'll see you in the next video.